So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video. I'm back for another video today, guys. The last time you saw me, I was talking about the Ronaldo situation and all of that drama that went on with Piers Morgan and all of that. But today, it's not about Manchester United, guys, as it normally is, which is quite odd. But I've got my England shirt on, guys, as you can see. And I just want to talk everything about the World Cup, our exit yesterday, and how I thought England did overall in the World Cup. Was there things to be proud of? Was there some successful things in this tournament? We'll talk about it, guys. But I was just devastated yesterday after the game. I was really angry at the time, just because pure emotion. I wanted to win that game. I've never wanted to win a game of football more than I did yesterday, with everything on the line. And it's just so good when the World Cup comes around or the Euros comes around and everyone is supporting the same team. It just adds a different element to it. So I just really wanted to win that game, and the way we lost it as well is absolutely devastating, because I'll tell you this now, we'll get into it more, but I don't think overall we deserve to lose that game. You can say, yeah, you missed a penalty, and after that you deserve to lose the game. And overall, straight after that penalty, I knew the game was done. That Rashford free kick at the end, you just thought it was a bit too close for him at the end, and it ended up being that. So it's just major disappointment, and it feels so much different to the Euros exit in that penalty shootout against Italy, because after that game, it was just pure anger in me because of what happened after with the Saka, Sancho and Rashford incident afterwards, all getting racially abused and all of that. So it was pure anger back then. But this one, I feel like, I don't know why I feel this, but I feel proud of what I watched. I feel proud of the players on the pitch, because you're coming up against the favourites of the tournament. And overall, I thought, call me an idiot, we were the better side and we created the better moments to win that game. And that's all we asked for. We asked for the players to give it their all, and they did in that game. You can say we didn't create any chances in that game, and yeah, you're right, because from open play, it was awful. And there's still some things to be negative about and talk about Southgate, and we'll get into him later, whether you wanted to stay in or out, because I thought in that game he did make some really questionable decisions. I thought the team lineup was perfect, going unchanged. I thought when I saw that, I was like, oh, you've done something right. But yeah, there was just a few things in that game which really pissed me off at the time when I saw them. But that's just because it's in the game. It's the emotion. You're really intrigued. You want England to come back, and you're just really angry with the players when they don't really score the goals they should, or the manager doesn't make the right decisions. But I want to look at our point overall and how we did in that tournament, because yes, the group we had, it was relatively easy in a way, not because we were the best team in that group, because we were, but it's always going to be difficult when you have someone like Wales in there and the USA, people who hate each other. So that was what added drama to the group stage, and we got out of that quite comfortably. The USA result wasn't the best. It was one of the more boring games of the World Cup tournament, but of course the other games we played, we did quite well, and we got what we needed to get through to the next round. And you're thinking then, Senegal, how are we going to do then? Can we step up? It's a game we should be winning. We won that very comfortably, and not in the style I thought we were going to win, because in a way, yes, we should be battering them, but this England team in the past hasn't been able to batter teams like this, hasn't been able to create a lot of chances, and we did that in the Senegal game. And then you're thinking, up next, France. France are up next, the favourites of the tournament, Kylian Mbappe and co. How are we going to do? And when it got to it, I got to say, a week before, I was really excited for this game, because as an England fan, we always think it's going to come home. We know what's going to happen in the end. We really do. We have that feeling that we're not going to quite do it. But you always have to believe. And I think a lot of people agree with me in saying this. Whoever won that game yesterday is going to go on and win the whole tournament, in my opinion. I do expect France now to go on and win this tournament. They've got Morocco next, who they will get through. Even though Morocco have been playing a blinder of a World Cup tournament. And then they obviously face Argentina or Croatia in the final, which is going to be difficult either way. But I do think France will end up doing that, because their quality in their team is there. But I also want to say, I don't think France were good yesterday at all. I really don't. We all said, we stop Kylian Mbappe, we win that game. But overall, Tchouaméni strike, Giroud. But I was really impressed with how we dealt with Mbappe, with Kyle Walker. We were always doubling up on him, and it gave us a better chance of winning the game. And when we levelled it up at 1-1, of course, going behind early was a bit of a negative. It's not what we wanted to happen at all, because you're thinking, will these players' heads drop? But I have to give credit to Southgate. This tournament, he just feels like he's got a better connection with the players. I'm not saying his football is the best. He's the manager to get us forward and win us a World Cup or win us the Euros. I don't think that's the case. I really don't. As much as he's gotten better and he's improved game by game with these players, people don't realise how special this group of players are. The players we have in this side at the moment, the Fodens, Saka, Rashford, Bellingham in there, Declan Rice, who else have we got in there? Luke Shaw, players in there. This is probably the best group of players we've had in a very, very long time. And we cannot let it go to waste. We really can't. And, some people will say, Southgate's on the right track. He's going in the right direction. But there's others that say he doesn't really know how to manage a game properly. He can't capitalise on moments where you need to capitalise. And he showed that yesterday in a way in the final with, bringing on Mount as your first sub at 1-1. At 1-1, when he scores that penalty, you bring on Rashford, you bring on Grealish, you make triple subs as well. If you want Mount on, bring him on alongside Rashford, bring him on alongside Grealish. You need to bring on game changers, because at that point in time, when we scored that penalty, we had them on the ropes. We had the favourites of the tournament in France struggling, not knowing what to do. And I've got to say, 10 minutes after that goal, we were creating chances again. And I know we didn't create too much from open play, and that's still a worry, because in these type of games, you probably need to go at France more. But France won at their best. And, we didn't have to be at our best to create chances against this side, because they were really struggling. But we just didn't capitalise. Bellingham went really close. Mount went close. And then when he got that penalty to level it up at 2-2, I mean, going behind at 2-1, it was a good goal by Giroud. I know it came off Maguire, but we just weren't switched on at that time when they got ahead. And, of course, if Kane scores that penalty and makes it 2-2, there's no guarantee we go on to win the game. But you can't really say that, because who knows what's going to happen from them. Because I do really think if we scored that goal and Kane scored that penalty at 2-2, we could have gone on and won that game, because we would have had the momentum and the fans would have got on our backs. And overall, I thought we could have done it. But it's if, buts and maybes, isn't it? If things happen like this, it's life, Kane will get abused for this. He definitely will. And, it's not due at all, because I thought Kane has been vital. And I think these players have a lot to be proud of, because, yes, I want them to be doing more. I expect these group of players to be doing more, because I know their quality. I know how good every single one of those players are in the tournament. Maguire had a good tournament. There's not one player in that side who I thought was appalling throughout the whole tournament. I didn't deserve to be there. I thought Rashford, very unlucky not to be in that side after what he did. I thought he could have changed the game if he was on a lot earlier as well. But at the end of the day, I thought Southgate made an unchanged side, as I said, done it really, really well, went into the game. And again, it's just things like this when I think France, they won the game, but overall, they didn't deserve to win. They didn't deserve to win, and that's the thing which is devastating. That's the thing that's so gutting, because we had a chance there to beat France, the favourites of the tournament. And as I said, from then, I thought whoever won this game is going to go on and win the World Cup. We would have had Morocco next, which you're confident of beating, even though they're playing really well. And then you're into your final, and anything happens in a final, you never know what could happen. But I just really wanted to win that game. I really, really did. I don't know if it's going to be the end for Southgate. He said he have to look back at himself, reflect on things. And overall, I thought he's had a really, really good tournament. I'm not a Southgate fan. I'm really not. At times, yes, the USA game, boring, really negative football and that. But again, we didn't need to get a result in that game. But when it mattered, I thought he went for it more than he just sat back and tried to defend here. He went for it. He didn't just sit back and ask to be attacked and try and draw a game or take it extra time. He went for it. And, him going for it is not creating a lot of chances. Him going for it is being quite patient and, hoping that the other team is not on its game. And France weren't on their game. And we just couldn't capitalise. And that's what makes me so just devastated, because it was there for us to do that. It was there for us to go on and beat France, and we just couldn't do it. And that penalty, when he skied it, it was just so... I was so angry at the time. I was taking out on Kane. The subs when he brought on Grealish for 2 minutes ago, I was taking it out on Southgate. I was just so angry at the time. But you have to reflect on things, because as I said, it's the emotion that gets to you. You're thinking, oh no, why have you wasted this time? But overall, when you reflect on the tournament, it's not been a bad one. There will be, our time will come with these group of players. Their time will come, because, as I've said, these players are, they're special. They are a special group of players. Jude Bellingham will be an England captain sooner than you know it. He really will. He's a born leader in that middle. Declan Rice yesterday, thought was really, really good. Kane took his penalty well. And going for a second one, people don't understand the pressure of that. A quarter-final in the World Cup. It's Harry Kane. I woke up this morning thinking, how has Harry Kane missed a penalty? It's Harry Kane. You'd bet your house on it. You'd bet your bank account on it. You would. It's Harry Kane from the spot. And when he skied it over and not even hit the target, it was just like, is this really happening? What a chance we've just wasted. What a chance we've just wasted. But our time will come, guys. Our time will really come. But yeah, it's just really, it's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking because France was there. We nearly had France. And they didn't deserve to win. People may say, yeah, we weren't at our best. It was negative football. But again, I thought, if you take it into consideration with how bad France were, we were really good in that game. We were really good in that game. And we had the better chances overall. And that's all we asked for. We asked for the players to go out there, give us moments as fans. Give us moments. They gave us the moments. But at the end of the day, it wasn't to be. It didn't happen. And these things happen, guys. It really does. But I'm not going to be able to get over this for a while. I'm really not until Manchester United are back in action in like 16 days, I think it is. Our next Premier League game. We had Burnley before that, so the content will be coming back to you guys. So it has been a while. I've enjoyed it because it's a bit of a break from Manchester United, and you know, it's good to get a break, but then you realise halfway through, you're like, I miss watching this side, you know, I miss watching the team I love. But, you know, it was great. It was a great run. They gave us hope, guys. They did well, and overall, they can be proud of what they did because that group, as I said, it was favourable in our way, but it wasn't an easy group to get out of, and we did that. We beat Senegal, and then we had one more game, and it was unlucky to be against France, because anyone else, I think, we beat them. And if we play France 4 times or 5 times over, we get more wins than they do, because that France team really didn't impress me. I know they were probably not on their A game, but yeah, they just weren't really how I thought they were going to be. We stopped Mbappe. We stopped killing Mbappe for 90 minutes of the game. And he still got the last laugh. And that's what is really hard to take, guys. It is heartbreaking. I was gutted. I was devastated with that result. But overall, we move on, guys. It's Euros next. I'm not really too fussed about that because the World Cup is just different, you know. It brings everyone together in a way. Everyone's watching it. Everyone around the world supporting their country. It's a special competition, guys. And it's shown that with the amount of shock results and the amount of teams that have overcome. Saudi Arabia beating Argentina. Morocco knocking out Spain, finishing in a second in a group with Croatia and Belgium. Spain going out. Belgium not even going into the round of 16. Like, that's how crazy this World Cup is, and that's why we all love it. And we wanted more from this England side, but we just didn't get it this time, guys. My player of the tournament, I'm going to say it was Jude Bellingham. I was really, really impressed by Jude. The whole tournament was so influential. I'm sad for the likes of Maddison who didn't get a look in. I thought Rashford deserved a much better chance after what he did in the Wales game, but you know, it just didn't happen, guys. And you got to credit Southgate for that because he kept an unchanged side, and overall, there's a lot of talented players in this side to pick from, and I think any manager will struggle to make everyone happy. So you can't really go. I'm a Manchester United fan. I wanted to see Rashford on that pitch. I wanted to see Sancho pick for the tournament. It just doesn't happen always in your way. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on how you thought England did. Overall, I'm not angry this time. I'm really not angry. I was only angry last time due to what happened after the penalty shootout and that. But I feel proud of the players. You know, I feel pride in what they did and how far they went. And again, as I said, we come up against anyone else, any of the Argentina, Croatia and thingy in that quarter-final, we win that. And if we played France in the final, who knows what can happen then? It's a final. But yeah, guys, France didn't deserve to go through. England are out. They beat us 2-1. We move on, guys. But yeah, smash a like, guys. We really appreciate it. I know it's not a Manchester United video and that, but overall, I just wanted to come on here and give you guys my thoughts because it's something different. I wanted to come on and give you guys a video. So that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Make sure to subscribe. You know, the support on the videos on the channel recently has been really, really positive, and I only thank you guys for that. And we'll be back, as I said, with more Manchester United stuff going on soon. It's a bit odd we're doing this, guys. We don't usually do other bits of content, but I feel proud of the players, and that's why I wanted to come on here and just discuss it with you guys. But smash a like, guys, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.